Alright, we're back in Manor Lords, the medieval city builder. To recap what happened last time, we were working on getting 2 sheep for our pasture over here, so we can have more clothing in the marketplace and upgrade more of our burgerages to level 2. We started selling our excess planks. We want an excess of only 100, that way we can make some regional wealth and actually afford to buy a sheep. And we are working on getting enough money because we have raiders in... not right there at the moment, but in a month or two in game, we're going to have raiders come in and try to take us out, and we need to have the money for it. Which means we do need, not regional wealth, we need treasury. So we need to get our manor down very quickly and have that get built up. So we can start collecting taxes and actually afford to fend off against the raiders. Alright, now we finally have our manor unlocked in Manor Lords. We have 40 days till the raiders are here. We have 0 treasury funds, so let's very quickly figure out how to tax people a whole bunch temporarily. So we can either tax on teeth, so a percentage of food surplus is given to the church for influence. I'm gonna hold off on that. Land tax, we need regional wealth. We needed them to stay at least above 50%, so taxes, as always, will piss people off. It's kind of to be expected. This will put us down at 46. We can afford to lose 19% approval loss if we want people to still move in, so we're going to 30% tax. Yeah, 30% tax rate, and hope we are able to get 50. No, that's too risky. 50% tax rate, even if it pisses people off, and hopefully get enough money to hire a mercenary group. Let's go to our army. We can either pay 30, 90, or 90. I'm not sure if these brigands will be enough to fend off the bandits alone, but this is the bare minimum we need, is 30 in the next 40 days. So let's hopefully reach that in regional wealth, or treasury wealth, sorry. In the meantime, too, our food production is very low. So what I want to do is start adding more backyard extensions, like the garden over here. Is this one with a garden? It is. And add, like, garden, chicken coop for eggs. And just back and forth for all of them. I'm going to hold off until we defend against the bandits, though, because I don't want to spend too much regional wealth. Just checking our sheep over here. It will multiply as time goes on. I think we should order a second sheep once we can afford it, though. After we've made sure these mercenaries are fended off. We now have 51 regional wealth, which means we can afford to go back to our taxes and lower them. Say 10% tax is good for now. Let's go to our army. We're going to hire... well, we only have 50. So we can hire the Wayward Sons or the local thugs. The local thugs don't sound very promising. The Wayward Sons, new to the region, hailing from the west. The region of Francia, their customs and tongue are strange. They rarely mix with locals, spending what money they acquire in taverns and retreating to nurse their drinks and sleep deep in the woods. Or no, nurse their drinks deep in the woods. Bleh. We're gonna hire this company. Sign the contract. And now we have them down. I don't quite remember how the movement system works. I think it's pretty straightforward, where it's just, yeah, click like that. Now, in 26 days, we should be able to fend them off. And we do actually need a constant stream of money to pay them for every month they work. So, those taxes do need to come up. We're going to leave them at 30%. Oh, people really don't like us. We'll leave them at 30% for now. Just at least until we can fend off the bandits, and then hopefully we can start crafting armor later on. Running very low on food, so let's very quickly get some backyard extensions to help with that. Head over here, check out our sheep. Let's change our trading, so we have 2 sheep. If one of them dies off, we'll order a third. If we replace the second sheep dead, but hopefully we'll always be in a surplus with our sheep breeding ability, because as they slowly graze, they'll multiply. And I did notice we have one more development point. I noticed that in editing last time. we're going to go with trapping. It enables them to lay traps in the forest and gives passive income of meat. That's our current main resource that we get, so we're going to increase that. So we do have a surplus of it. Or not a surplus, a rich deposit. And I also remembered another thing. I believe we can set... Yeah, we can set the forester's hut to specifically go places. So, I wanted to set their work area over here to make sure the animals didn't get driven out entirely. Why is time slowed? Oh, prepare for the attack. That's why time slowed. Okay. Where's our army? I think we can find them over... Where did I set them? We do still have an army, right? Yeah, we do. Oh, they're still walking. They should get here in time. Let's have this group here and this group... Oh, they're both bowmen. One group will be here, one group will be over here because I'm not sure where they're going to attack from, and we'll speed up and wait for the bandits to appear. And in 3 days, we better have more or they will leave us. Okay. We don't have enough. Pay them next month, so they might leave us mid-raid. If we need to increase our taxation at least 10% more, just hopefully that will get to us in time. Raiders are coming on in. Where if the mercenary group walks away as the raiders walk in. Come on, we don't have enough. Shit. I don't see any bandits or raiders or anything coming in. We actually might be in the clear. We scare them off with our mere presence of having people here before the raiders got in? Or are they gonna randomly pop in and wipe out the village? I guess we'll find out and hope for the best. Let's lower our taxes while we can then to 20%. We'll have at least 30 in reserves in case we do need to hire the wild thugs or whatever the cheapest mercenary group is. And... Okay, I was worried we were getting raided when I heard the bell, sorry. Looks like our logging camp keeps getting full, so... see if we can have someone else in the storehouse to help me moving everything around. We did get more families before anyways. Taxation lowered our overall approval rating earlier. Let's check on our sheep. Where are our sheep? What? Where's the pasture? Oh, right here. Adorable little dudes. We still only have 2 of them though. And I'm assuming they're unhappy about... Oh, food. I thought it was going to be clothing. So we still don't have enough food to support the village, it seems. We have meat and berries. Oh, it's springtime. We can throw someone back in the forager hut. Oh, I forgot to take them out during winter. That works. Add a herb garden. It's actually relatively cheap. We may as well add an herb garden. Wild animals seem to be doing fine. I'm not sure why our food stores are so low. I think it's time we start thinking about a farm. So, I remember, I think it was only rye that we ever had any potential for farming. Everything else was just so horrible. Pretty well, yeah. Where was it? Here it is. So, let's set up a farm along this road over here. Yeah, that works. Place our farmhouse down right over here. Set these to high priority. And then we can start working on... Nope, not follow. We want rye. Is rye not in season? I guess not, so we'll leave it at follow. Fallow. I need to learn more about farming in the game. I know year 1 I tried to make a farm in my first playthrough and it went horrible and all of my people starved, so... I don't know, we'll figure it out. It's just in fallow right now, which I think means empty. Go over here and place down some more burgage plots for our citizens. This time placing the houses the right way so we can get rid of those ugly ones. We'll place it like that. bit lopsided because right now we only have one additional space and we do want more people in the city. We still have an overall happy approval rating despite taxes. Okay, we're not getting raided, thankfully. Let's see. We still do need more food. We have a whole bunch, not a whole bunch, but we do original wealth. So let's continue with backyard gardens and chicken coops to hopefully prop up our food supply a bit more. Oh, approval rating is going down because we don't have enough food and taxation. We have enough to at least hire a mercenary group should bandits come for a month, so let's lower taxation down just a bit more until we can make people happier to justify, it's not even that bad, 20% tax. We'll leave it at 10 for now, so we can hopefully get more people coming into this city. Let's see if we can't upgrade our church to make people happier. We need 25 stone, which means we need to put someone back in our stone cutter camp. And let's also set up a second storehouse over by the camp, and another one over by our clay deposit. That way there's just more in general, but also so there's less walking involved between those two. Let's check on our sheep. Have they multiplied yet? No, we still only have 2. See, are we actually getting any? Yeah, we are receiving wool from it occasionally. We only have 8. It's not a whole lot, but we can, once we get more families, have someone in the weaver's workshop, and it will improve our clothing materials. And I believe there's a backyard extension for making clothes. Yeah, tailor's workshop. And then we can sell off the tailored items. Let's see rye still. Wheat seems like it would be okay, so let's just throw down some wheat, and we need someone else over there. Let's take the guy in the clay furnace and throw him on the farm for now. And we do have enough stone now to upgrade our church to level 2. Hopefully, again, make some more people happy. See, how's our farmer doing over here? In this massive field entirely by himself, he still has to plow the entirety of the field, sow the entirety of the field, crop. Yeah, we don't have enough people to make that plausible. I think I'm just going to hold off on the farm entirely for now. Press tab, we can see a whole bunch of stats too. That's another thing I found out in between episodes. 25% done with our church over here. They want food. They want food and beer. Yeah. Oh, we do have 4 sheep now. They multiplied. Hopefully this should become a very large export for us in the future. We should actually have a decent amount of wool. Or very little wool. Not quite enough where I want to put someone in the weaver's workshop from anywhere else. See, not enough supplies. I know we don't have enough supplies. We need more food, which means we need more people. And they're unhappy. Alright, we're going to take taxes out entirely. And hope we're not screwing ourselves over just because we need people happy to get more people in. Church is being upgraded as fast as it possibly can be. Instead of even higher than highest. Oh, never mind. Can't be higher than highest. Let's see. Anyone else I can move? We can take someone from the logging camp. Though it is a very important thing to have. And hopefully they can build this church a bit faster to make everyone happy. Alright, now our church is finished. Let's see, that should increase everyone's happiness a bit. We can throw that extra family we have now to... The wild berries are practically empty. Let's take one person out of the foraging hut for now. And... not very many animals over here. We already have 2 people in our hunting camp, which is the maximum. We can't upgrade the hunting camp anymore, so I really don't know what to do for food. I guess continue with our backyard extensions and yeah, continue with our backyard extensions for food. No, we'll start importing it actually. I changed my mind. Because it is a big issue right now. We need, I think bread would be the best bet. Want 5. Yeah, we're going to want at least 5 bread in storage, which means we're going to be constantly buying bread. We do need to spend 80 in addition to that to actually set up a trade route to make that possible. Wait, do we have enough? No, so we just had a lot of our money taken for something. It wasn't taxes. What came out? Let's stop importing sheep. No trade. I hope they multiplied and I didn't just buy 2 more sheep unintentionally. We'll find out. We do have 4 more families now, though, I just saw, so we'll run over here, throw another person in our logging camp again so they can keep up with the saw pit. And let's get another oxen, actually, too, to help with transport again. For food, I still don't know quite what to do, aside from importing. Which means we need to focus on exports, which means we should throw another person on our saw pit for the time being. And throw a person in the weaver's workshop, now that we do have some wool coming on in. Hopefully can start being made into, I believe, yarn. It might be linen. I'm not quite sure. Okay, so it looks like we do have vegetables and eggs. There's just not a marketplace for it, which means we need another person in our large storehouse. I think that's what that means. Let's throw the person out of the weaver shop for now, because it's not a necessity, and we'll throw another person in our large storehouse to help with the shop. Or wait, no, that's not even true, is it? It's not the shop, it's the granary that holds food, which means we need another person in our granary. Set up a marketplace. Let's upgrade our granary as well. With another person moving in, so yeah, let's just toss him the weaver's workshop. Let's see, now we have 2. Hopefully that should increase our food variety. 1 of 3 available. So we're also just low on food in general. Yep. Let's see, we do have 122 regional wealth, so we can get some more backyard extensions going. For vegetables and eggs. Even without the trade route? I thought that was impossible. Okay, so it just makes it faster if we pay for the trade route. So we can't import bread without it. That's where our money's been going. And even with that, we have 0 months of food. Oh. Okay, skip these houses for now. We'll just hurry and... Oh, we don't have regional wealth for it even? Okay. And I really screwed ourselves over with food. We definitely need a lot more people to move in to help with our farmhouse for it to be usable. Our foragers can't forage in the winter, so let's pull him out. Hunters can hunt, though. Let's put them in the clay mining pit and in the clay furnace, and we can hopefully save up enough so we can start exporting our clay tiles. That's what they're called, right? Roof tiles. And hopefully become an export that costs a lot. I think it was 80 to establish that trade route, and it couldn't happen without paying it. We still have an overall net positive, even with lack of food. Doesn't look like people are dying from starvation, they're just not... Oh, yay, we're building up a surplus slightly. That is nice. Currently have a decent amount of leather and yarn and clay. Yeah, we'll just wait out winter and wait for spring. Bring some people off and toss them into the farmhouse and hopefully make it profitable with extra food. Hey, we're gonna order a horse for our trading post to try to keep up. We're still struggling with food. We are also going to increase how much food we're importing because it's still an issue. Let's try to get that to 10. We should be exporting enough out of our soffit. Let's double check our resources. 230 planks. So that hopefully should be sustaining our regional wealth enough. We got a few more families moved in. Bandit camp was sighted. Where? Where? That's concerning. Okay. Issue for another day, hopefully. Now that spring's arrived, oh, we're running out of food. Not good. We're gonna pull these extra people on out of the mining pits and toss them over here in the forger hut. Hopefully start collecting this food real fast. And once we get a little... start up with at least one family in this farmhouse over here. So that's all we can expend. We'll have wheat. And... yeah, that's where we'll leave it for now. Hopefully, as we get some more families moved in, we'll just start throwing them directly to the farm. We do still have a lot of roof tiles though, so we have enough we don't have enough regional wealth to start a trade route to export it, because we're importing so much bread right now. So we really need food to start coming from our people faster. See, how is this farm coming along? Not bad. Looks like we have enough people working. I don't know how fast they should be working though. Plowing progress, 35% in April. Hopefully that's decent. Go over here. Still only got 6 sheep. Our food supply is going up. Once it reaches 6 months, I'm going to try to bring down our import of bread. And we can hopefully start working on our own farms to start creating our own bread. Just about all of our food currently is berries, and it looks like meat isn't going much faster because of how few animals there are. So I wonder if I take one person from the hunting camp, if it actually slows down or not. So I think they're leaving a population of 10 in the animal deposit, so I think having 2 is kind of counterproductive. We did get new family as well, so let's throw those 2 new families over here. Policies available. Quite sure what that means. Policies for the manor. I'm not sure. Hopefully it's not important. Alright, let's start building a windmill in advance over here, which will turn any grain we collect into flour, and then we can build a communal oven near it, which will turn that flour into bread. That way when we collect all the wheat, we'll actually have a use for it. We'll have the buildings useful for it pre-built, I should say. Since our approval rate is up and we have more food, let's start charging taxes now so we have enough treasury wealth in case something does happen. Not much, we'll just charge 10%. We don't actually have a whole lot of regional wealth. I changed my mind about the taxes just because we are importing a lot of food still. We finally have at least 3 months in storage, so we're making progress in that way. It's primarily berries though. Planks, so we're exporting a good amount still. We still haven't been able to save up any regional wealth to start exporting the roof tiles, because again, how much food we're importing. So let's go on over to our trading post, and hopefully this won't screw us over, but I'll decrease this back down to a 5 surplus of bread, which is definitely getting used quickly, but we're gonna hopefully be able to make our own bread here in just a minute. We do have plenty of berries to make up for it, but people like variety. We have 2 more families moved in, so let's get one in that farmhouse and send the other. The berry deposit already taken. Berry deposit's already gone, so foragers are doing nothing currently. What can I have them do? The farmhouse is currently full, so let's all just chuck them into the clay mine for now. We'll work on getting that up if we're going to be exporting a bunch of clay anyways, when we have the regional wealth for it. Alright, they're currently harvesting up all of the wheat, or they did harvest the wheat, and they're trying to see if they can get more. Burnfield, what does that do? Yield 3 out of 17. I don't think they're going to be able to farm anything in the next couple of days if they've already gathered it all. Let's check it. That's our fuel, our crops. We have 48 wheat, 70 days until our next harvest. Probably won't have time to do that, so let's take a few people off the farmhouse. Take half their staff. Throw some people in the windmill, and leave the other people to build these. Alright, our windmill, it doesn't look like it has anything left. Have we that would have turned anything into wheat yet. What's going on here? Works most efficiently on clear land, unobstructed by trees or buildings. Relatively clear. Still not sure why we're not having any flour made, or grain made. Getting brought over them. Let's see if we can't throw down a granary, I think is what we might need. A granary to grab the wheat from the farmhouse and then bring it over to the windmill. Could be what it needs. Let's see, we still have a lot of families not doing anything right now, so let's chuck someone in the stonecutter hut over here. The mining pit's actually still full of people moving on by. Still need 180 regional wealth to do any kind of trade route for clay tiles. That being said, let's at least toss 2 more people in the clay furnace, so when we do, we still have a lot to export immediately. So we already have 203. Our overall approval rating is high. We're not going to apply any taxes yet until we can get those roof tiles out. It's winter, we're definitely going to need to continue to import food and export clay tiles, hopefully. It's too cold out for the farm, so let's... Oh, they're already turning it into grain. So they have to turn the wheat into grain to bring it over here? No. I don't know, we're gonna fill the farm back up to 4 people. Let the windmill make the grain. And let the communal oven cook the grain? Or no, this makes grain into flour. Okay, so the farmhouse never made the grain, which is why it wasn't working before, because we didn't have the people over there. That's what it was. As our farmhouse, yep. Farmhouse is empty with nothing to do, so we're going to take them all out. Windmill has made everything into flour, it seems. And our communal oven's already full, so let's take them all out of there. Go over. I already took everyone out of our forger hut before. So we're going to have a lot of people in the clay furnace. May as well chuck a few more people in the stonecutter camp until we have this completely collected up. Wait, do we actually already have all the stone collected? Yeah, I don't see the resource on the map anymore. Okay, never mind. We're gonna have them start collecting all the iron in this camp over here. And we still have more companies, or more families to be signing elsewhere. Sheep can't be sheared during the winter, so assigning anyone else over there to help is pointless. Assign another person to the granary to help with transport. And how's our communal oven doing? 19 bread. We only have enough food for 1 month. Really? 254 regional wealth, though, so we can finally go to our trading post. Let's start exporting our roof tiles. Establish trade route before I don't have the money for it. 8 per. That's actually really nice. We're going to only keep 50 in reserves, which means we can make sure we have at least 10 bread at all times without much of an issue, hopefully. I think that's all we're going to export or import for the time being. If food continues to be an issue, we might start importing probably apples as well. For the time being, let's focus the regional wealth we do have on getting some more backyard gardens and eggs. Probably focus on eggs, actually, because it is winter time. So let's just set every backyard to a chicken coop. Charcoal kiln. What do we need? We need the development branch charcoal burning, and we are not quite there yet. We need to advance our city more, which means we need more burgage plots upgraded. Which, oh, we can do. I don't know how I didn't see that before. Start getting all of our burgage plots to level 2 now. Oh, this one's not met. We need more food. Another ruler's army was sighted. We are currently pretty much entirely surrounded by the ruler's army. Buildable and outlaws. Right now we just need to focus on our own economy. Throw 1 person in this granary once we have the farm set back up in the future. Settlement increase, new development point, perfect timing. So I kind of want to do pelt extractions. We have more leather coming in for future clothing exports, but we definitely need that charcoal kiln. So let's unlock that. And where do we want to place this? Let's just continue down this road. All the miscellaneous shops. Make it a very high priority, and then we can start building up a higher fuel supply. We are actually low for once, with how many new families we have. We don't need anyone else in our tannery or weaver at the moment, despite how many extra families we do have. And we actually only have one additional house? Really? Let's throw down a whole bunch more burgers plots. We do need to upgrade them, but we also need more so we can continue to get families. Let's do that. Should be quite a bit more housing for us. It is currently spring again, I just noticed that. Let's go check over on our sheep, see if they've multiplied or not yet. They definitely have. Sake of I want to know. We have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 sheep. Let's see how many. Our wool is still instantly getting turned into yarn with only 1 in each. So that should be fine. We actually might get more wool if I fill this out. Yeah, we'll have 3 sheep farmers, why not? Come over here as charcoal kiln is done. Let's assign 3 families over there. Focus on getting even more fuel built up from our current firewood. And we have a lot of regional wealth. So, we're still low on food. We can start importing some more food just to make sure we have enough to get past the winter. Something that doesn't perish easily. Actually, no, we'll just continue with getting a whole bunch of backyard eggs, so we're not reliant on an import. Alright, now we have a whole bunch of chickens, and since it is spring though, we are going to start tossing people back into the farm. Start getting some more wheat. And we are going to take people from our mining pit. It's not horribly necessary right now in our furnace. Actually, let's leave 2 and 2 because we are still exporting roof tiles. I don't think very fast. No, not very fast at all. But they should still be able to keep up despite having this many people at our farmhouse now. And looking around, I think this is where I'm going to end it for today's video. We've accomplished getting some more sheep, though we're not exporting any clothing just yet. We survived the raid that didn't end up happening. We've largely expanded how many families we have in our city. Should actually start charging tax, so I'm thinking about that right now. Because we do actually have money coming on in. Don't want to be thrown off guard again. 10%. We have our farmhouse down and hopefully good source of food and bread for the next coming months. Next episode, I think we'll expand on our wheat field. We will hopefully get some more sheep and be able to start exporting some more clothing. But yeah, if you did like the video, please like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching. If you have any tips for how to better improve my current situation in the game, please let me know in the comments.